Yo, what up? Best noodle reviews, back at it again. Tonight, I got something special for you guys. Tonight, we got the Vifon HOT Lobster Noodles. Never had these before, man. Matter of fact, it's gonna be the first time. Vifon sent me these a while back ago, and it's gonna be my first time getting to it. First noodle video of 2023, and I believe the first on YouTube with these as well. So it's gonna be a lot of firsts. It's gonna be a fun bag. I'm gonna put you guys down. I'm gonna take you through the bag. You guys already know the deal. So I hope you got your favorite noodles, your plate, your chopsticks, your bowls, your cups, your spoons, whatever you got, man. Just be ready. Let's go ahead and check it out. So I got you guys down, and right in front of us, we have the Vifon HOT Lobster bag, and right away you guys can see the black and red theme they have going on. Catching my eye right here is the top left Vifon logo, nice and bright. And of course, my favorite is the hitchhiking lobster. Giving you guys a better view of our lobster friend here, man. He is the best because not only is he here, he is also imprinted all over the bag as well. And it's the ghost of the lobster, man, because I thought this bag was dirty when I first got it, and y'all try to wipe it down. I was like, why am I still seeing things? But let me show you guys what I'm seeing. So the first one right here, Ghost of the Lobster. First one right here that caught me, I was like, oh, what is that? And I hope you guys can see that. But if we come down here, you kind of see his eyes, man. He's like smiling back at you. Look at that. You see that? So first time I had that, man, I was rolling. I was dying. Like, you just see these eyes right there. But really, man, that was like one of my favorite details of the bag. And then, of course, we got the photoshopped in pan. And that looks, at first I just thought it was like spaghetti with some tomatoes on it. But if you look closer, I think that's a lobster. I'm not sure, man, but it says yummy yummy in this funny font. Hot lobster in the funny font. And of course, when you come down here, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be English too. Nah, man, it's in Vietnamese. See, Vifon, I love it. You guys are just throwing in things on this bag and you're just getting away with it. Cause I love to look at it, man. But flipping to the back, it gets even better. It gets even better, man. So I'm gonna flap that up real quick. So up top here, you guys can see it says Asian style hot lobster flavor. Looks like a bad tagging, to be honest with you, but but hey, man, you know, I had to wince a little bit, but I made it out, and you guys can see Ghost of the Lobster continues throughout the bag, even on the back. Somewhere along the bag, you can see his eyes, man. He's just smiling. Oh, look at that, it's the eyes again, bro. All right. But it gets better. It gets better. So I'm gonna read the directions out to you guys. All right, I'm gonna let this simmer a little bit. Add the noodle, about 600 milliliters, just 3 cups, of boiling water, and boil for about 1 minute. So I'm gonna let that marinate with you for a little bit, for about 1 minute, and I'll be back. All right, so moving on, we're gonna drain off water, leave about 4 tablespoons of water, then add the sauce pack, and fry for about 40 seconds on a low heat. And of course, the lobster friend, he's looking like he's ready to eat this bag. Look at that. He's about to share this bag with Nemo, man, hitchhiking. And then the third instruction, turn off the light, cut the veggie pack, sprinkle, and mix with noodles. Serve and enjoy. Pretty straightforward instructions, but I don't know about that 1 minute. You know, I'm just gonna cook it till I feel like it's the right texture for me, and I'm gonna do the whole process. Now, going to the other side, you see the ingredients. For everyone that's curious about the ingredients, hope you could pause here, check that out. There it is. So overall, man, one of the more interesting bags that I've had on the channel. Just a lot of details on it. And of course on the sides, how can I forget? And the sides do have a nice crimp. Shout out to my crimp gang. On both sides, by the way. So we can use either side to open it up. And I feel like we're gonna have a nice solid opening. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I got you guys looking at a good angle of the crimp. Let's go ahead and open this up. Oh. Solid opening. Oh man, nice and round. So we got a nice round pancake style noodle. And then looking up close, you can kind of see it's like flatter style noodles, like the egg noodles. So it's not like skinny, it's kind of like on the thicker side, which I like. So it should be more fun to chew on. And then we have the veggie pack. The veggie pack's pretty straightforward. Solid crimp on here as well. Vegetables and red, of course. Then we'll bring this up. So this one's so this sauce pack is more on the basic side. No stamp or anything. Not feeling too thick or anything, but I could tell it's fun in there. Now looking at the crimp, nice and shiny, nice and sharp. Oh, it's just on one side. But yeah, man, can't wait to cook this. So let's go ahead and turn on the water, get it boiling for about 1 minute, and then we'll get to it. Slap that on high. All right, so we're just getting to that time where we're getting a little bubble activation, you know, getting some heat in there. All right, so the water's steaming, it's bubbling. I feel like it's at its peak right now. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the noodles in. I got a timer on as well. We're gonna put it in there for about 1 minute. Like I said, drop it in there, you submerge a little bit, just see how it goes, man. So we got about 10 seconds left, and you guys can see the block isn't really breaking up too much. I mean, I could, you know, assist in that, but I like to let it soften up and break up on its own. Let's go ahead and wait for a bit, let it soften up. There it is, nice and gentle. Oh yeah, it's coming out. The noodles smell good, man. Well, I'm liking that right there. It doesn't take too long after this before I'm draining the water, and I gotta sauce it up. All right, I'm gonna take the noodles off. I'm gonna drain some water. All right, so we drained the water. I left a little bit in there. Now, I don't know exactly how much like 4 tablespoons of water is, and like how it looks in this pot, in this pan, but just gonna leave it like that. And then we're gonna open up the sauce. Of course, we wanna give you guys a nice, good view of the sauce. Let's put the sauce down to one side first. A little bit blurry, but I think that's it right there. Let's go. Oh, it's okay. The consistency, it's more oily. Oh, never mind. We just had the oil come out first, you know. We just had that pre-sauce. Just had to come out first. But now we're getting the full bag. Oh man, just all over my fingers. Oh, licks my fingers a little bit. It's got me hyped up. Let's go ahead and stir that though. I'll put it back on heat, some low heat. I actually put about 4.5 to 5. Just looking at that, man. I gave my finger a little lick, and oh man, it was full of flavor, man. For sure some lobster hints in there. I'm trying to spread this out properly. I think me turning off the heat kind of messed with it, because I think I'd still want a little bit of high heat so we can get like a better coating. I don't know the science behind it, but I don't really like it that watery. I want my noodles to be nice and coated. But it makes me wonder though if they'll have like a stew type version. Because man, if they have a stew type version, ooh, might be a banger. But right away, just that slight taste of it already got me going. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the veggies right now. Stir it up real quick. Of course, we're gonna give you guys the veggies. Clean tear. I wasn't even worried. Look at that. Sesame right down there. Some sesame seeds, I mean, with a little bit of seaweed it looks like, but not too many veggies in there. Just seaweed, or a little black pepper, it seems. Not too sure on that, but let's go ahead and put it on the plate. Turn the heat off. Put it into the bowl, I mean. So let's go ahead and slide that down. Oh, a little rough on the landing there. But overall, we made it safe. That's all that matters right now. We're safe in the bowl, looking nice and clean. Let's direct you to the center of the oven right here. And of course, what's a best noodle reviews video without some vlog acciones? Get you some of that. Ooh, smells really good. All right, so we got the bowl here, and without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into it. This doesn't smell too bad. You know, usually you get some seafood stuff and you're cooking it, and it's a really strong seafood scent, but this not so much. I mean, you do get like some hints of seafood, but it's not overpowering the room or anything. You know, no one's gonna run outside. Cheers, man. I hope you guys get that nice slurp in. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So immediately, you're getting some spice, man. And this is surprising because Vifon, usually they're lacking a bit on the spice, or usually other noodles, they lack on the spice when they say, oh, this is gonna be hot, this is gonna be spicy. But this one has a nice kick right away. Very linear kick, actually. Doesn't hit you right away, but it kind of like gradually builds up. I think will be a bit more spicier after a couple bites. And these noodles are pretty good, man. So it wasn't about 1 minute, but it didn't take too long after that 1 minute for it to be a nice texture, actually. The noodles are nice and fun to chew. I didn't really get a nice slurp in because the noodles are coated and they're sticking a bit together. So it's like not too saucy. But hey, man, they're still nice and spicy, still nice and flavorful. Oh, so a bit of a big bite right there. You know, I wanted to see if the spice gets any higher than this. But it seems like it hits a certain level, it's peaking, and it just stays there. It doesn't really get any spicier. But the spice level, I want to say, is high. And if you are a spice head and you want a spice kick, you want a little bit of a sweat, I think these are it, man. You definitely get these, definitely try these. These will give you a sweat. I'm enjoying it so far. But after I take this bite, but the flavor, while being present and decently strong, you know, in the first bite, is now being reeled back in and being muted by the spice. So I'm gonna take another bite, see if maybe the flavor's at the bottom, or just, you know, it's hitchhiking with the lobster, man. I said bye, bye, bye. What I like about this is it's not too seafoody. It's not overwhelming, man. You know, it's just a nice flavor, which is now being settled with some nice spice. I think that's where they can improve on it, because if the competition, in my opinion, is the Buldak, the Samyang Buldak, if they're trying to reach that, the one thing about Buldak is it's got some spice to it. You know, you guys know how it is. You eat that often. It got some spice to it, but also it carries the flavor through every bite. That sauce, man, is deadly. It's just flavor, 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 every bite. Where this is flavor with spice, and then it's just spice, 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 minimum flavor. So I feel like they can improve on that. But overall, man, this is a solid package. I ain't gonna lie. This is great, man. For Vifon, especially, for Vifon, like, we have to give it to them. You know, like, you guys saw the bag, bro. You guys saw everything, but they delivered like a sleeper right here. So I apologize if none of this makes sense. But hey, man, I know this video won't be fire either way, so it doesn't matter. But look at this. It didn't take long for us to reach the bottom right here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one. And that's it. That was the Vifon Hot Lobster. That was a solid dish, solid pack of noodles. Would I get it again? You know, that's a hard one, man. Because right now, like, if I want that spice, I think I'm still going with the Samyang ones. But these I would say they're a few steps behind. Like, if it carried the flavor throughout the whole dish, throughout the whole bite, I think that would have been it. It would have been solid, man. Like, I would get these again. But also, I'm curious, man, if, like, I cooked it for too long, like, should I bit it? Should I have made it a little bit more saucy? Would there be more flavor? I don't know. It could also be, like, you know, user error on my end. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I can't wait to try the spicy chicken version, which I have. So those will be next. But hey, we got this out. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are having a great Friday, great weekend. With that said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys as always. I don't know why I sound so aggressive sometimes, but hey, man, thank you so much. I love you guys. Peace.